First, it is time, if you are ready, if you're feeling a little bit like you could get into a dangerous little area, it's time to delve into the mind of one Matthew Archbold. We're feeling bold this morning. How are you doing, Mr. Archbold? Good to have you with us.
I've had some problems, I got to admit, this past week.
Wow.
No.
I hate to burden you with them.
That's what we're here for, brother.
My daughter, home from college, she just graduated, wonderful girl, she decided to run a triathlon.
Oh, my goodness.
And she wants company.
Cool.
So she's dragging me along to the gym because she's like, I need someone else there. That way I can, I make myself go. So every day, sometimes twice a day now, I'm going to the gym. Now, I've expressed fondness over the years for my couch, on the air and off the air. I'm a big fan of the couch. And now all of a sudden I'm going to the gym, not just once, but sometimes twice a day, swimming, biking, and well, while she runs, I walk, but still.
Yeah.
This has been a tough time for me, so keep me in your prayers.
Would it kill him to put a couch in the gym?
I know. Or like our quote yesterday, Matthew, was my favorite machine at the gym is the vending machine. So there you go. That might be the.
That's great. So I have uncovered one great trick for all the people out there. So I'm a reader. I love reading. Dave, that means I can make sense of the letters on a page. Dave.
I've heard of this thing. I've heard of it. Yeah.
Right. But I've noticed over the years, being married, I've picked up some trends, and I've noticed if I sit down anywhere near my wife with, the latest spy novel or whatever, she typically will find a better use for my time. Like asking me to do all the things that I've been promising to do for months, things like that.
Right.
But I discovered something. If I sit down and read the Bible, she does not interrupt me.
Oh, there you go.
This is amazing, isn't it? So as long as I'm holding the Bible, I can get away with doing nothing for hours.
So let me ask you, Matthew, are you hiding books inside the Bible now?
No, that's right. That would seem a dangerous step that I don't want to take. I'm very pleased with this discovery, and I don't think I'll go further. So my soul gets enriched. I get my couch time. These are all looking up.
I have to tell you, it's a bit shocking to me. I've known you for some years now, and I assume that you are quite the reader. I know based on what we see on your fabulous website, creativeminorityReport.com, that you have a heart for the faith, that you have a mind that is very sharp, a deep understanding of all things concerning the faith. And I just assumed when it was time for you to read, you're reading the Bible, the Catechism, or the Summa. That's it. Like I'm looking at your library thinking, that's it. Matthew's just going from one to the next, and you're reading spy novels.
Yeah, but now you're right. Now I am reading the Bible. So I was growing into your vision of me.
So this is what it comes down to. If I have to do work or read the Bible, I'll read the Bible. There you go. So.
Right. So once again, both of these stories have the love of the couch being the thing that's holding my faith and my life together. Now, have you guys heard the latest that Planned Parenthood is suing over the big, beautiful bill? Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think?
So it's amazing to me. Well, of course, they found a judge to say, oh, no, you have to fund Planned Parenthood, but hopefully that'll get overturned pretty quick. I did see something that I thought was absolutely brilliant. It said, if Planned Parenthood, because it receives so much federal funding, if Planned Parenthood can't survive on its own, then it's non-viable.
Mm.
Duh.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, because that is exactly what they always say. If you can't survive on your own, I always love that. If a child can't survive on its own, I have 9-year-olds that can't survive on their own. Like if I'm left, like
my wife would make the argument that I can't survive on mine. I think she'd be right.
Yeah, that non-viability lasts a lot longer than what you think. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And that is really the thing about Christianity, or a world without Christianity. When the baby comes, and no one ever has any idea what to expect when the baby comes. You can read every book in the world. You have no idea how your life is going to change. And it opens up such avenues of love and grace in your life. And that is the choice you make, even though you don't know it. Once you open yourself to life, all that love, all that grace and hope just comes in, just because you open yourself, just because you said yes. Mm-hmm. And that is the choice we make as Christians, to say yes. And the world would have you say no. I want it on my schedule. I want to do it my way. There is no your way. Christ is the way. And that is what we have to follow. And we have to follow Mary's, plan. When, Mary didn't plan on that. She said yes, and she didn't. And that's what we have to emulate. And
yeah,
that's really
well
what this
said.
whole bill comes down to, whether it's choosing death or choosing life.
Right.
And the minute you choose life, you're choosing hope, you're choosing grace, you're choosing love. And the world really does change once you make those choices.
And I think that's one of the things about our faith, is that's what it encourages us to do, always to be a hope-filled people. And we're certainly living in a time where a lot of young people are hopeless. They think they're all going to die because of climate change. There's always something that is out there scaring them and making them fearful. And fear flies in the face of hope.
Absolutely. And once life becomes not sacred, or not, as I would say, once life is not priceless, now we're just haggling over the cost. That's a scary thing. There was a doctor in Texas who said, I'm hoping all non-MAGA supporters are safe from the flood. And my gosh, just how can you say such a thing? When politics takes precedence over the safety of children and the elderly and just anyone, just what has happened to us, but this is exactly what happens. You embrace that darkness the second you turn away from the light, and then politics becomes your God. You try to fill, there's a reason the first commandment is the first commandment. It's before everything. You have to put God, and anything you try to fit in that hole is just going to be chaos because it doesn't fit. You have to get yourself rightly ordered with God, or else nothing makes sense. I know some people, to them, their spouse or their children really have become their God. But you're not a father or a mother unless you have God first.
Amen.
And because it's all disordered, and because what you'll do for someone else without God at the top, it's chaos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Matthew
Very
Archbold,
true.
wonderful chat as always. I encourage people, if you're going to take a break from the Bible reading, go to creativeminorityReport.com.